This is Wilman Ziada, New York City-based director and creator of theater, television, and film. And today I am thrilled to be speaking with the acclaimed pop country singer-songwriter, the one and only Jessica Towler. But before we get to our interview, here's a sneak peek at her original song, an amazing song, an acoustic version of the song, Anxiety.
Sit here, oh so silently, as she takes control of me. The lights flicker, the walls cave in, it goes black, my head starts to spin. Life goes on and so will I, just one pill at a time. Tomorrow is not promised, but I can turn around today. Please tell me that you will stay. Here I am again, I've seen this place before. Here I am again, laying on the floor. I've seen it all, this ain't nothing new. If I can make it through my anxiety, she got the best of me.
Well, hello, Jessica. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me here today.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? You're amazing. You're so relatable. You know, you have like that special it factor. I mean, besides being an amazing songwriter, singer, you have a relatability factor, and obviously it was shown through your vulnerability in the song the audience just saw. Anxiety, an emotion that all people from all walks of life, no matter where you are, have been feeling in one way, shape, or another. And I want to talk about for you, well, I'd love to know the impetus behind the song for you and how it came out of you. Was it during a specific moment during the pandemic? What?
So to be honest, I've dealt with anxiety and depression my whole life, as a lot of people have. And just kind of at the beginning of the pandemic, so early 2020, I was kind of like just taking some experiences that have happened throughout my life. There wasn't a specific experience that brought this song to life, but a whole bunch of different times. I remember one time where there's a line in the song where I say, "It went black." And I remember a time where I almost passed out because I was so anxious and like I just lost sight. So something that I try to do with all my music is write from the heart and open up to everyone. So I took in a lot of experiences and just let people in to know what it's like living with anxiety.
Well, listen, I can relate because I have been suffering from anxiety and panic attacks since I was very, very young. And, you know, it's nice to have someone like you who is so upfront and honest, in addition to being so talented. It's nice because, you know what it's like living with anxiety, even though you may have all the friends in the world, all the family in the world supporting you. It's a very isolating and lonely condition.
Yeah, absolutely. People can say or try to reach out and try to help, but it's really hard to help others because everyone goes through it so differently.
That's right. Well, listen, I love the song so much, and I know it's going to help heal a lot of people as they move through trauma that's been coming up, throughout this pandemic. But I want to move forward with you today by looking back a little bit. You have been singing and acting since you were very young. Talk to me though about this 2016 Kia Canada contest. You won $10,000 and a brand new car. Talk to me about that whole experience.
Yes. Oh my goodness. So a little bit further back, I had never really sung. It was never something like I always admired Taylor Swift and Britney Spears and wanted to be like them, but I never thought it's something I could do. I was an actor. I never did singing. Then grade 12 year, I joined musical theater as part of the curriculum and found a love of music and theater and all of that. So the next following year, I took vocal lessons, just trying to see if anything happens, you know, just try it out. And my vocal coach told me about this contest held by this car company, Kia Canada. It was a nationwide contest for any talent. You could dance, act, anything you want. So I put up a video of me singing Elvis's Can't Help Falling in Love. And it blew up. I couldn't believe it. Like, everyone all over Canada was voting for me. And next thing I know, I was getting a call saying I won $10,000 and a brand new Kia.
You still have the Kia?
Pardon?
Do you still have the Kia?
No, unfortunately, it was a 1-year lease.
There's always some sort of stipulation with those contests.
I know.
Nonetheless, you won. That's incredible, but you went on. And I want to also just lean into the fact that during the whole pandemic, you have been entertaining the masses, that you have been doing your own virtual shows. Talk to me a little bit about what this pandemic has done for you in terms of activating your artistry.
Yeah, so I kind of became starting my path as my own musician and writing my own music just as the pandemic started. So I didn't really get the chance to perform my original music for crowds yet, but I wasn't done performing. Like, I wanted to perform still. So I started doing virtual shows on my Instagram, my Facebook, TikTok occasionally. I started connecting with artists worldwide and doing a lot of co-writes over Zoom. So this past 2 years now has all been completely about creativity and growth and development.
It's incredible. And I'm thinking about you joining FENIX360. I've done over 1,000 interviews with over 300 of them being singers, songwriters all over the world, especially in Nashville, Los Angeles, Japan, China, Singapore, being the main hubs. And it's just so interesting. When I'm talking with singer-songwriters in the East, they are so hungry to collaborate with artists in the West. And when I even remotely bring up the East to singer-songwriters, for some odd reason in Nashville, they're like, a lot of them are obsessed with like K-pop and C-pop. And I'm just curious, you know, with your love of these co-writes over Zooms, what is it like, you know, the idea of collaborating with even more different artists all over the world?
It's amazing because as an artist, I don't like to stick to one genre. My music mainly is pop country, but I have a love for rock, for musical theater, for all genres. So I like to reach out and work with artists who are maybe in something that's different than what I'm normally doing. So I get to learn so much. I get to meet so many amazing people, and it's just such an amazing experience. And I don't know if I would have gotten this chance or would have even tried to continue doing this way if the pandemic didn't happen.
Well, and that's the thing. There's someone like you who chooses gratitude. You obviously make the choice every day, Jessica, to choose the joy, choose the light, choose the gratitude. I try to do that, especially dealing with anxiety, you know, not to get into what my therapist constantly suggests, but, you know, just kind of making that daily choice. And I can sense that with you. You know, you get vulnerable to release, to then maybe build a collective community of people who feel the same thing. And you know, before I ask my final question, I want to let the audience know for more on the incredible Jessica Towler. You could read more about her right below this video. Jessica, selfish question for little old Broadway director Will over here in New York. You know, even in listening to some of your songs, you're an amazing storyteller. Have you ever thought about writing an original score for an original musical?
I have never, actually. That's really cool. I've always dreamed of being on Broadway, though. I grew
as a performer.
Yeah.
What about you? What happens if you just pull a Sarah Bareilles, write the musical that you star in?
That's a good idea. I should do that.
I'm just throwing that out there. But I'm gonna go to another question as well, Jessica.
Okay.
You know, there are obviously a lot of artists out there who are struggling right now, and I'm curious to know, what advice would you give to them if they're, you know, having trouble lighting that spark for their creativity right now?
You know what? Just keep going with it. I struggle myself with the confidence and finding that spark. I just started to finally get some live shows here in Toronto, and then the pandemic all of a sudden blew up again here, and they're starting to cancel, and you get a little defeated when that kind of stuff happens, but you just got to keep pushing, because if you have a passion and a love for this, that'll be your fire, that'll keep you going, and at the end it'll all turn out.
You're amazing. You're an amazing person, an amazing light. I feel the vibration through Zoom. Oh my God, if you were in New York, I'd be like, I've shows coming up, Jessica, just come in and audition. But then
All right, I'm on the next flight.
you're like, Will, don't BS me. And I'm not, because you're an incredible talent. And I'm so excited you're joining this amazing new social media platform, FENIX360, but also selfishly, I'm just so grateful that we're now connected, Jessica.
Absolutely.